Hey guys, welcome back to the Chaos Storm. And today, 343 finally released an update for the game going forward. With that being said, I can say it was a bittersweet moment after looking at the upcoming content, as it's going to be, as I say, content light for the next few months. And look, I know it's not the live service that we're expecting, and I understand everyone's frustrations. I'm truly frustrated myself, but I'm just going to try and keep it positive from this point forward. And without further ado, we get on to the update. First up, we are told that a big update is slated for November 8th, and honestly, pretty much it's a Season 2.5. It spans all the way up to March 7 and offers some decent stuff. Most notably the Forge beta, campaign co-op, and match XP. The highlight of this is obviously Forge, as it's the sole reason I started this channel, and I plan on trying to cover all the great things that are going to come out of it. Forge mode will contain scripting, resizing, and bots, not to mention a ton of new things that 343 aren't entirely ready to talk about, but I can't wait for the sheer amazingness of Forge when it comes out, even if it's just a beta. Next up, we get a first look at the new maps Argyle and Detachment. For this update, Argyle is presented as a 4v4 arena map, and just by glancing at it, the map boasts a great sci-fi aesthetic. Listening to Joseph Staten describe the map's features makes it seem like a callback to the older Halo maps. Next up, we have Detachment. It looks to offer a lot of vehicle combat and sneaky engagement. Kinda reminds me of an old Forge world, to be honest. And with the maps out of the way, the most eye-raising addition to the winter update is the new Battle Pass. It seemed to be a general mashup of the locked Season 1 armor we couldn't unlock earlier. Even though it isn't new, I'm glad they didn't lock you behind 4 weeks of paywalled stuff in the store. From my perspective, it seems like a way to earn content other than whipping out your credit card immediately, so I'll take it. And last but not least, for the winter update, we have some general battle pass and game additions that will be released. Covert 1 flag, Join Fire, and Winter Contingency will be sprinkled throughout the update. And of course, some XP for matches. I really wanted these to be credits from Halo Reach, but I guess one step at a time is the most important part. I'll probably try and make something about how essential these little details are, but nonetheless, it's a great step forward. And on to the second part of the update about the update. Season 3 officially will ship on March 7th to June 27th and will be called Echoes from Within. I think around this point, for better or for worse, is when Infinite's foundation will be complete or at least 80% done, so we can get more content. That's nothing more than all hopeful speculation, but we are slated to get at least 2 new unnamed maps and a scopeless DMR by this point. The first map is a UNSC research facility that's reminiscent of maybe Halo 4 Blood Gulch, and serves as the BTB map we'll be getting. It's presented as one of the largest BTB maps they've ever made, and hopefully size will matter on this map, as it's said to have large open spaces and setups for vehicular combat. And next up, we have an Oni Black Site as our next map. It gives off a good little Halo 4 feel, asymmetrical, and it will feature all the arena modes we love. I think it would be a decent addition to the sandbox. The next major addition for Season 3 is the Bandit. It's been leaked here and there, so you've probably seen it before. But it looks sexy and I really can't wait to use it, and I hope that it'll be a solid addition to the sandbox. A scopeless DMR from Reach, the team describes it as a close range weapon that won't descope when you take damage, so it will fit more into a close to medium range from the sounds of it. I think the BR kinda fits the same mold in a sense, but whatever. The gun nut inside me will always take the new weapons no matter what, as long as it's not shitty, like the Heatwave. And next, we'll be getting some new modes such as VIP and Escalation. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like we've already had this mode before in previous titles, but who knows? Probably. Who cares? And another detail that's really juicy that's coming up in this new update is that we're getting new equipment called the Shroud Screen. The Shroud Screen will hide objects and entities inside of it and allow gunfire to move through it. I like the idea of adding new equipment, especially if it floods up the sandbox with new things, as I believe even if it fails in multiplayer, you can put it in the custom games. Should be relatively enough to recycle some things for custom games, maybe even make something really fun with it. These updates are sadly a very long ways away, but I guess it's better than going in blind, I think. Custom games, reporting features, and more quality of life updates should be on the way too in Season 3, so if you plan on sticking around for Halo and more of me, like and subscribe. Leave a comment. maybe even vent about the decade-long content release a little, as that usually helps me out. No matter what you do, I'll always love you forever. I probably picked a less than ideal time to start making YouTube videos on Halo, so drop some ideas of some things that you might want to see. Technique out.